What do we love more than a football kit? A leaked football kit. A kit that we haven't seen before. That sweet, sweet exclusive until we actually see it and then we realize that it's shit. There's the good, there's the bad, and then there's the downright disgrace to humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a look at more leaked kits for the 23-24 season from all across the globe. Now, we're going to start with Manchester United today because we've got a few more real-looking leaks than we had last time. And as you can see, here it is. Bold decision to make it a triangle at the bottom. It's got some interesting patterns behind, kind of like Lancashire Rose settings, but like futuristic. Not sure if I'm a massive fan, but I definitely prefer the TeamViewer logo looking like that. And they have done a teaser as well already, literally yesterday as this video is coming out, which teases the same shape. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this one is 100% certified by Niren Certification Organizers Enterprises.com. And that is, of course, how it'll look on the back. We've got Bruno Fernandes there. It actually looks like an old school Manchester United kit from back in the days of like Ruud van Nistelrooy, David Beckham. Now, I hate Manchester United as much as the next guy, but I genuinely really like this kit. I think especially on this screen, this picture here. The away kit, however, it's time to send in the bomb squad. This stinks. This is horrendous. What is going on here? You know what? Theoretically, right, this shouldn't be all that bad. But green with red pinstripe, it's not even a good color. It's not like a watermelon or anything. It's like a dark, dingy green that's gonna fade when it's been washed like 6 times. They'll be walking out onto the pitch by January, and this kit will be light green because the amount of times it's been through a spin cycle from the kit man. Marcus Rashford, he's the one that needs it, not the children. He's the one that needs saving if he ends up wearing this. We've got another leak for a Newcastle third kit. Now, you might be confused about this one because last time I showed you Newcastle's away kit and it was just green. Well, the third kit's apparently been leaked and that's also green. Now, I get it. There's not many teams that have green and black in the kit, although you might want to talk about Manchester United's away kit, to be fair. I don't understand how it's allowed to have an away kit and a third kit that's the same color. Obviously, again, it's green themed because sports washing. 12% of Karim Benzema's wages over in Saudi were used on this kit. So everyone's going to Saudi Arabia right now. N'Golo Kante, Benzema, Kalidou Koulibaly, all of Chelsea's under 23s. Newcastle are trying to blend in, lads. They're trying to convince these sides that they are actually based in Saudi Arabia as well. This kit, though, if it has a black sponsor, like all the outlining is, though, it won't look very good. Over at Tottenham, and we've got a prediction for their away kit. This isn't actually a full-on leak, and to be honest, I don't mind it. Again, it's quite basic, as has been the case with Tottenham shirts recently. I hear it. I've got a lot of people talking about the Tottenham kit and saying, well, it's white, what more can you do? But I think Real Madrid are a great example of how they can really differentiate a white kit every single year. But Tottenham have been going a step further with the away kits and making them look like graffiti that you see on the Bakerloo line. I kind of want something in the middle, Spurs, I'm not gonna lie, in between the craziness and the blandness, but this is all right. Now, this is a leak from social media, okay? This is a Chelsea home kit that is rumored to be getting sponsored by Stake.com, who, of course, are like a betting company, and they have, of course, been sponsoring Everton recently. Now, this is genuinely an Everton kit. If I don't see Dominic Calvert-Lewin wearing this, Damari Gray, Steven Pienaar wearing this kit next season, then there's a glitch in the matrix. And this time it involves London traffic and not human traffic. I'll be honest with you, it's not shocking, but it looks like a kit that you would finish 9th in. So for that reason, I can't really give it a good score. We've got a couple others coming from the Premier League right now. First of all, with Fulham, we have gone for the Tommy Hilfiger look. I don't know if they're sponsored. I don't know if they're just big fans. I don't know if they just like underwear. But Fulham have gone for an interesting vibe with one half of the shoulders having red stripes and the other having white. If there's red, black, and white in the sponsor, calm. If they're genuinely sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger, bless. And then we've got Brentford, their West London rivals, with the gradient thing. Stop doing gradients into black. No, we don't like it. Let's move on to Europe, though, where we've got Bayern Munich's away kit.
I'm rapidly falling out of love with football.
That stinks. Logically, it makes no sense. It's like they've got diamond paint and just kind of like thrown it at the shirt. Oh God, it's not symmetrical. The colors are horrendous. Or have they genuinely decided, this looks like a goalkeeping kit, but as an away kit? I'm about to see 10 men wear that. It looks like I need to put 3D glasses to put it on. If you put that into a capture test online, the computer wouldn't know what it's looking at. I'm really not a massive fan. There are more pictures of it as well where we can scroll through. The back doesn't have the diamonds on, but again, it's just not a nice color palette at all. PSG's away kit now. Better, to be honest, than the Bayern Munich one. But this is just a template, no? I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. But either way, it's just a bit average. For me, but I think it honestly needs a little bit more in terms of trimmings on. Now, Southampton have unveiled their home kit for the new season, and it is beautiful. And if you don't recognize it, you will from this iconic Southampton kit when they played at the Euros. Yeah, I don't know what the connection is between Denmark and Southampton, but they've decided to just bring back the template, but I'm not complaining. But Saints fans, just take this in, because this will be the only time you see James Ward-Prowse wearing it. We're going across the border up north now for Celtic's home edition. This is from 2 days ago, so I'm going to assume this is pretty accurate. Why does it look like it's got algae growing across it? Brother, that is not a shirt. That is an ecosystem. Put that in your mouth and all manner of bacteria are going to be inside you. That's COVID-27, that shirt. As a design, it's not terrible. If you just took away the antibiotics in the middle of the stripes, I always wonder, right, how these leaks happen. Because this is a Celtic shirt, right, on an Adidas coat hanger next to a Benfica shirt. Who's leaking this? Are they in Portugal or are they in Scotland? Last time I showed you a third kit that allegedly wasn't real for Barcelona. This apparently is a much more accurate version. Keeping those similar colors that we spoke about before. This is a kind of turquoise vibe. This is not bad. To be honest, I think I would have preferred the version that was a rehash. RB Leipzig over in the Bundesliga now. Both their kits have either been announced or just leaked generally. The home kit, as you can see here on the left-hand side, the design itself is all right, but I'm not a massive fan of it. Kind of looks like a training kit more than anything, but I actually really like the away kit. I think they were running a similar one this year, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I like the color scheme of that red. It does, again, kind of look like a training kit, though. Slap that in long sleeves, and you're sorted, RB. Red Bull, Max Verstappen, whoever's in charge. Back to France and we take a look at Lyon, and their home kit is amazing. Obviously the white, the red and the blue for Lyon around the collar. Kind of looks like Aquafresh, but I'll let it slide. Then the stripe behind the Lyon badge, absolutely beautiful. Reminds me of old school Lyon kits. And then the gold trimmings, oh man, I'm in love. Alexander Lacazette's probably lost for words trying to explain this kit.
On les savait dangereux sur coup de pied arrêté, on sait que c'est nos points faibles.
It is beautiful. This is sensational. Apparently the actual sponsor color was changed from red to gold last minute, and I'm so glad they did. At Benfica, and a pretty simple vibe for them, but genuinely really like this one. But I love a red kit that's got like white trimmings around it, and the way they've done this in terms of the collar, the shoulders, and in the sleeves as well, it just looks proper clean. Obviously it's a great sponsor, is Emirates. Besiktas have slapped a fucking eagle on their away kit, which is crazy. The wing of an eagle across the top. To be honest, I don't properly like the form of it, but the fact they've even done it in the first place, it's different, it's a cool vibe, it's experimental, and we don't get enough kits like that just put a random fucking bird on there. So that has to get ratings from me, purely for the boldness of it all. Well, I don't know if it's a bold eagle. It might be like a different type of eagle. And finally, your local Hollywood Welshman, Wrexham, have announced their home kit as well, and a new sponsor as well. Obviously, they were sponsored by TikTok last season, and I think the season before. They are now sponsored by United Airlines. Mental. Do you understand how mad it is that a team in League 2 is getting sponsored by United Airlines? There's teams in this league that are getting sponsored by Phil and Steve's Scunthorpe Car Wash. I like this kit though. Obviously the sponsor is great, just in block white. The detailing as well of the dragons here underneath the end of the collar. I hate Macron as a logo, but it's done well with the kit. But which one is your favorite kit? Let me know down in the comment section below. Honestly, for me, I think it's got to be that Lyon one. That Lyon home kit is absolutely beautiful. But as I said, let me know what your favorite and least favorite is down in the comment section. That though is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then feel free to slap a like on the video, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It is at @theofficialfng on Twitter and on Insta. It's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.